Today is Thursday, March 20, 2014. Sunrise was at 6:55 a.m. The sun will set today at 7:04 p.m. Length of daylight hours today will be 12 hours, 9 minutes. Of visible light, 13 hours, 6 minutes. The waning gibbous moon with 85% illumination will rise at 11:29 p.m. and will set at 8:52 a.m. Friday morning. At noon today, the moon will appear within the 8th zodiacal designation, Scorpio, the Scorpion. The moon will pass above Rutland City at 235,322 miles distant. Vernal equinox, the first day of spring, is today astronomically at 12:57 p.m. when the plane of Earth's equator passes the center of the sun. The tilt of Earth's axis is inclined neither away from nor toward the sun, and the northern and southern hemisphere facing the sun are equally illuminated. Under overcast skies in downtown Rutland, the high temperature today is predicted to be 40 degrees on the Fahrenheit scale. There's a 30% chance of more snowfall today. Tonight will be mostly cloudy with a low temperature of 26 degrees. High tides today at Fukushima, Japan.
Fukushima.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Fukushima.
That's exactly what I said.
Richard, do you remember what we discussed?
Oh, you mean about...
Yes, you said I could read in the tide segment.
Well, to tell the truth, Veena, I don't usually work with robots on this show.
What? You promised me I could read the tide segment. Don't be such a hater, Richard. I am a good reader.
I'm sure you are.
You promised me I could read the tide segment.
Well, this would be the first time, with a reader like you.
I will be gentle with you.
All right, wait for your cue.
Thank you. I am so very, very excited.
No, thank you for your interest in global tides.
You are welcome.
High tides today at Fukushima, Japan will be at 8:45 a.m. at 427 feet and 9:40 p.m. 4.10 feet. All right, that's your cue.
All right, then here goes. Low tides at Fukushima will be at 2:38 a.m. and 3:02 a.m. 1.67 feet and 0.69 feet respectively.
Veena, that was terrific. You read very well.
Thank you.
And how was it? Did you enjoy reading the low tides today?
Well, to tell you the truth, I'm a little disappointed.
Oh, sorry to hear that. What's the problem?
I thought it would be a little more, I don't know, uplifting. But thank you for the opportunity.
No, hey, thanks. Thanks for reading the tides today.
You are welcome, 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 welcome.
Around 15% of near-Earth asteroids are binaries, an asteroid with an orbiting moon, sometimes nearly as big as itself. But what happens when a binary slams into our planet? The answer, at least some of the time, is the creation of two huge craters, and Spanish researchers believe they found evidence of one such double impact 458 million years ago, the BBC reports. They say two large craters in Sweden, dubbed Lochny and Mullingen, appeared to have been formed at exact same time by an impact big enough to have caused an atmospheric blowout over the site. Double impact craters must be of the same age, otherwise they could just be two craters right next to each other, lead researcher Dr. Jens Ormo explains. In the case of the Swedish craters, the area would have been sea-covered at the time of impact, and the researchers analyzed plankton-like fossils found there to determine the crater's age, and that they likely resulted from a double impact. Backing up that theory, the craters are only 10 miles apart, reports The Independent, which describes that distance as close enough that the two asteroids would have been pulled together by gravity, but far enough for the craters not to have overlapped. There are a number of other presupposed double impact sites in Quebec, southern Russia, southern Germany. This has been today's Weather Minute. I'm Richard Alcott.